Pro Series wall-mounted steel shelves must be installed into structurally sound wooden joists, concrete walls, overhead joists, and support structures. Pro Series wall-mounted steel shelves can be installed anywhere structural studs or concrete permits. A distance of 18 inches to 57 inches from the ceiling is required for ceiling installation or below another Pro Series wall-mounted steel shelf. Pro Series wall-mounted steel shelves can be installed individually or linked, horizontally and vertically. If your garage has an open ceiling, locate the visually exposed joists for installation. If your garage has a finished ceiling, locate and mark the studs and verify proper stud spacing prior to installation. Consult your installation manual for extra installation tips prior to your installation. It's important to verify that you've received all of the product parts listed in the install guide prior to the installation. Depending on your installation, you may receive extra hardware with each unit. Before getting started with assembly, make sure you have all necessary tools and your installation area is clear. Using a stud finder, locate and mark the studs on the wall. If installing an 8-foot rack, start with the middle bracket. Drill 3-inch deep pilot holes for the lag bolts. Depending on your configuration, insert 1 or 2 carriage bolts into the middle of the wall mounting bracket. Start by aligning one hanging bracket with the center of the joist. Place a washer between the bolt head and the hanging bracket and attach using a socket wrench or socket driver. Attach one hanging bracket to a rear perimeter beam using a carriage bolt washer and bolt head. Mark the next pilot hole using the wall mounting bracket and the rear perimeter beam. Making sure the perimeter beam is level, mark the center of the stud through the wall mounting bracket. Drill 3-inch pilot holes and install the remaining wall mounting bracket. Ensure the carriage bolt is mounted before installing the bracket. If installing an 8-foot wall shelf, repeat installation for the opposite perimeter beam and wall mounting bracket. Once installed, bolt the center of the rear perimeter beams to the wall mounting bracket with 2 washers and acorn nuts. When mounting your Pro Series wall-mounted steel shelf to the wall, measure from the bottom of the wall mounting bracket 35 inches vertically for 4-foot depth racks. Measure 26 inches vertically for 2-foot depth racks. This mark will align with the top of the pad eye plate. Check to make sure the pad eye plate is aligned with the center of the stud and mark the wall for pilot holes. Drill 3-inch pilot holes and secure pad eye plate using 2 3-inch lag screws. Repeat installation for the remaining pad eye plate. When mounting your Pro Series wall-mounted steel shelf to the ceiling, measure 46 inches from the wall for 4-foot depth racks and 22 inches for 2-foot depth racks, in line with the wall mounting bracket, and mark the center of the ceiling joist. This will be the closest eye plate hole to the wall. Align the pad eye plate on the center of the ceiling joist and drill 3-inch pilot holes and secure pad eye plate using 2 3-inch lag screws. Repeat installation for the remaining pad eye plate. For both ceiling and wall mounting installations, insert a hex bolt into the first hole of the perimeter beams. Slide the pulley onto the hex bolt and wrap the cable assembly around the pulley. Slide the pulley cable cap onto the hex bolt and secure with a lock nut. Make sure to align the tab on the pulley cable cap with a cutout in the side frame. To install the cable to the side beam, measure from the ceiling to the bottom of the wall mounting bracket. The side beam has numbered markings representing 1-inch increments. Attach the cable eyelet to the respective hole according to the distance measured from the ceiling. Attach the quick link connector to the pad eye plate and tighten. Attach the side beam by guiding the mounting holes into the carriage bolt and shoulder rivet on the wall bracket. Bolt the side perimeter beam with a washer and acorn nut. Repeat for the opposite side. For the 8-foot racks, bolt together the front perimeter beams with the front perimeter bracket with 8 carriage bolts, washers, and acorn nuts. Begin with the vertical bolts followed by the horizontal bolts. Ensure the acorn nuts are on the outside of the front perimeter assembly as shown. Guide the mounting holes of the front beam into the shoulder rivets of the side perimeter beam. Use a rubber mallet to seat the rivets with the top of the keyholes. Assemble the cross supports with 1/4 inch hex bolt and 1/4 inch lock nut. Attach the assembled cross supports to the perimeter frame with 4 hex bolts, 8 washers, and 4 lock nuts. Place U-shaped grid supports onto your installed wall rack. These will support your finishing grid section. Begin placing the finishing grid section with bent edges on either side of the wall-mounted shelf. The bent edges slide below the installed pulley and cables. Moving inward, place the remaining grid sections onto the wall shelf. With 4-foot depth racks, level the wall shelf by adjusting the turnbuckles accordingly. Consult your installation manual for installing with irregular joist spacing, fastening to engineered joists, connecting wall-mounted shelves horizontally, connecting wall-mounted shelf vertically, and connecting corner wall-mounted shelf.